Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're here today to talk about the Joe Budden pod. Actually, I think this is a Patreon episode we're talking about. They did just have an actual episode, but it wasn't great, you guys. Nothing really happened that stood out to really talk about to me. I mean, it was a bunch of nothing. Also, the Patreon was a bunch of nothing. It was just kind of shooting the shit, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's get into it. All right, so we know that Joe and Mel are not there. Mel's not there. Win for me. Joe not being there, although Joe is nerve-wracking, he is very much so needed for these pods, you guys. I'm sorry, he's just able to, even though the way he does it kind of irritates us because he's cutting them off and all kind of things. But if you think about it, sometimes they need to be cut off because this crew will unpack something like nobody's business, where you just be like, can we move the fuck on? And they just don't move on. I mean, yes, sometimes Joe does it when we want to still hear what's going on, but very rarely do I want to still hear what's going on. Like they talk about some certain things a little bit too much. But we start off with Imani telling them that they are just castmates, because why they playing Imani like that, y'all? Can we talk about it for real? Like, what's really going on with Imani? The fact that they didn't put him as a cast member in the what was it, Post, New York Post. Okay, fine. Although that's shitty, let's call it an oversight, okay? Because Joe on the pod said, oh, they should have put it kind of like it was a mistake. Fine, we give you that. But now he's not in the intro, and I understand he's not on the main pod. So really, he isn't a main cast member. So maybe that's what it is. He's like a backup. He's like a scab. That's rude, but it's true. Like, he's like, bring him in. Well, no, he's on the Patreon. I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of wrong a little bit. And Imani makes me sick sometimes. So I'm not caping for him. I do believe that Imani is very, very, very rough. Very rough around the edges. And I don't know that podcasting is really his thing. Everything with him is fighting. Everything with him is, oh, my probation officer. Like, he's very happy to have punched somebody and be on probation or whatever. That shit's not cute. It's just not cute. Then he's always like halfway laying down. It's like, can you sit up and talk into the goddamn mic? Dude, you're only here once. What did Mark say? I think he was being funny. Once or twice a week. I think it's twice a week. They do Patreon twice a week as well, right? Yeah, Imani, come on. You got to get better, and maybe that's why they're leaving you out. I don't know, but I do think that it's very interesting. So this Patreon episode was cool. It had a lot of jokes and everything. However, let's talk about Ish for a second. And y'all know I have been kind of riding for Ish a little bit because they really, really do be kicking his back end a lot. Ish is the butt of lots of jokes up there, you guys. And he sits there and he takes it. But, I mean, you know, he's got that super aggressive shit. When he finally pop off, he pops off. And it don't take him no time to really pop off. But for the most part, Ish will sit there and he'll stare off into space and let them get their shit off, right? So he kind of grew on me because he was kind of like the underdog. They fucking with him. They fucking with Mel. And I'll just say that they dogpile him just as much as they dogpile Mel. So, and no one ever talks about that. But this episode, you guys, we know he's a little horn dog for real. He talks about doing it all the time. He gets his little jokes off or whatever. But this episode really bugged me that everything was like, oh, I'll pound those muffins and he'll really shake that shack and this person will do it. I mean, number one, it's not funny. The way he be putting the words together is just not funny. And sometimes I get secondhand embarrassment because he be laughing at his own jokes and everybody be looking like, what are you talking about? Because it's too many of them. It's too many-ish. It's too many. It's fine for you to get your shit off about liking sex and get your jokes in. But this episode, it was a lot. It was a lot. I need you to pull back. All right, you guys. So what's interesting also about this episode, this Patreon episode, is the fact that Flip is sitting in the A Mike seat. Basically, he's sitting in Joe's seat, and they kind of have him thinking he's doing the A Mike, but he's really not because Mark is controlling everything. Mark is moving the conversations along. Mark is asking the questions. Flip, I don't even know where he was for most of this Patreon episode. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if he fell asleep or what the case is. Even for the main episode, Flip was like in and out. He just wasn't really participating as much as I feel like he should have. And then I feel like when he was doing the intro, yeah, it was fine, but it just seemed like he was trying way too hard. Normally, when he gets it off perfectly fine. I think maybe Mark kind of make him nervous. I don't know. He don't know if Mark is really a member of management or what, but I don't know. He just kind of didn't show up this time to me, but it was cool because Mark was still trying to make him think that he was in control, and he's like, Flip, we'll sit here as long as you want us to sit here. You're in control, when really Mark was controlling it once again. But we're talking about the guys. Imani's saying that they're just castmates and everything, and then Mark asks, like, are we really friends? You guys, I hate to break it to y'all. I don't think nobody up there is really friends because y'all seem like y'all don't really fool with each other. Parks and Ice just started going out doing this double date thing because they have the teeny boppers. They both have the teeny boppers at home that love to go out. So now they have something in common because at first they weren't really going out like that. Not that we knew of. So Ice says, yeah, I'll fuck with y'all. Y'all know Ish don't really fuck with y'all. He don't invite y'all to nothing. He didn't invite Ice's kid to his kid's birthday party, and they go to the same goddamn school. Like, what does that tell you? Like, you guys do not, y'all don't. The other thing that I didn't like about this pie, you guys, is this whole narrative with Flip being stupid and Flip acting like a kid, which he does, but this whole Flip is an idiot narrative that is not, it's something that they would play about a little bit, but it's like now that Mark is there and he kind of really, really, really goes in on Flip with that. It's all they talk about. It's all they do to Flip. Like, it's constant. Anytime anything comes out of his mouth, they're coming at him. And now he just takes it. He's just like, ha ha ha, yeah, I know. That shit is just tiring after a while. I need for them to pull that back too. Like, we don't even want to hear that all the time. Leave him alone. You know what I mean? And then, you guys, I was gonna do an episode on the pod and ask the question of, is there like a bully mentality up there? Like, are they all bullies? But if you think about it, they kind of all bully each other, and they all kind of jump on one person at a time. So kind of everybody get dogpiled on, except Parks and except Ice, because Ice cries. And Parks, for some reason, they just don't really fool with Parks like that. I don't know why. I don't like it because Parks get his shit off for sure talking about people, but they don't really fool with him. But Ice, especially in this episode as well, Ice is really coming at Imani, and it's like, dude, you can't take a joke. So how dare you try to keep coming at him with your jokes? Stop it, Ice. Like, you really need to stop it. And as soon as you say something about his girl, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I love my girl. I don't know what you... Like, calm down. Calm down. But yeah, if you think about it, I don't even know if it's really a bully mentality up there. They all clown Ish. They all clown Mark at times now, for sure. They all clown Imani. They all clown Flip. They all clown Mel for sure. They clown Joe a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like maybe that's just how you get out. You got to have tough skin to be up there. So maybe dogpiling is their thing, and we need to just leave them alone and let them do it to Mel until she leave. Now, y'all know every episode I'm going to talk about Mel leaving because she needs to leave for her own sanity, right? We got to flip it now. Now, since he's not going to fire her, we got to flip it to where she'll leave and make us happy that way. All right, you guys, that's kind of it. Like I said, not too much happened. They were basically talking about a bunch of nothing. They started out talking about a monk that was being blackmailed, and I'm just like, what type of random story is that? But yeah, they went on to talk about a bunch of nothing. Basically, it wasn't too much, you guys. So we will wrap it up. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are a new subby, thank you for subscribing. We really do appreciate you. If you're still here, you're the real MVP. Thank you very much for still being here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Like the video, you guys. It does wonders for my algorithms and my analytics and all that stuff or whatever. And I can't say that, all that stuff or whatever, can I? I don't feel like editing, so I can. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.